Louis Le Prince, a French artist and inventor of the motion picture camera, vanished mysteriously in September 1890 on his way to New York to unveil his invention. His brother last saw him at the train station, but no one on the train remembered seeing him. Despite police investigations and theories, including suspicions of rival inventors like Thomas Edison, Le Prince was never found, nor was his body. Rescue workers searching for missing British teenager Jay Slater in Tenerife found a body. A police statement said that initial evidence suggested the person found had suffered an accidental fall in the inaccessible zone. Jay Slater was last seen on the 17th of June after visiting an Airbnb rented by two people he had been with at a music festival on the Spanish island. Facts that could save your life. Episode 12. If your house smells like fish, hopefully it's your musty roommate who didn't take a shower and not an electrical fire. When walking to your car at night, have your keys ready in case someone tries to attack you and to be able to open the car quicker. If you need to sneeze, do not try and hold it in. It could damage your blood vessels and rupture your eardrums. If you're trying to see if a mirror is two-sided, put your nail against the glass. If there's no gap between your nail and the reflection, get out of there immediately. Skinwalkers from Navajo folklore are shape-shifting witches that can transform into animals. Witnesses report chilling encounters with these entities, describing human-like creatures with animalistic features stalking them at night. Known for their malevolent intentions and terrifying powers, skinwalkers instill fear with their eerie ability to mimic voices and their grotesque, unnatural movements. The abandoned floating McDonald's, once a novelty restaurant in Vancouver, now sits decaying and forgotten. Inside, mold-covered interiors, rusted machinery, and eerily silent dining areas tell a haunting story. Vandalism and neglect have transformed it into a morbid relic, with rumors of it being haunted. The eerie atmosphere and dark history make it a chilling reminder of a forgotten past. The LaLaurie Mansion in New Orleans harbors a gruesome history. In the 1830s, owner Madame Delphine LaLaurie tortured and mutilated enslaved people in her attic. After a fire exposed her horrific crimes, she fled, leaving behind a scene of unimaginable horror. Today, the mansion is rumored to be haunted by the tormented spirits of her victims, with eerie sightings and unexplained phenomena adding to its terrifying legacy. The Hungerford Massacre occurred on August 19, 1987, in Hungerford, England, when Michael Ryan went on a shooting spree, offing 16 people, including his mother, and wounding 15 others before offing himself. Armed with semi-automatic rifles and a handgun, Ryan's rampage lasted for several hours, leaving the town in shock and leading to significant changes in UK gun laws. The Ipswich serial offings, also known as the Suffolk Strangler case, involved the offing of 5 women in 2006 in Ipswich, England. The victims, all S workers, were found without clothes on in rural locations. Steve Wright, a local forklift driver, was convicted of the offings. His methodical approach and the speed of his crimes over just 10 days left the community in fear and shock. Madeleine McCann, a 3-year-old British girl, vanished from her family's holiday apartment in Portugal on May 3, 2007. Despite extensive searches and global media coverage, she remains missing. Her disappearance led to numerous theories, sightings, and suspects, but no definitive answers. The chilling mystery and suspected abduction continue to haunt and intrigue the world. This is a photo of a Japanese boy waiting for his turn to cremate his little brother who passed away towards the end of World War II. When a guard told him to give him the load on his back, the boy replied, saying, "It's not cargo, sir." It's my little brother. During World War II, Pope Pius XII told the United States that he couldn't confirm reports that Germany was executing Jews. But in 2020, newly declassified documents revealed that he was lying and knew that the Holocaust was happening all along. Serial killer Leonardo Cianciulli offed women for human sacrifice and made them into soap and tea cakes, convinced that it would protect her son from dying in battle in World War II. In 2008, Asia LeSean Ferguson, age 17, tragically died at Six Flags Over Georgia. Ignoring warning signs, he entered a restricted area to retrieve a hat and was decapitated by the Batman roller coaster. The ride, traveling at 50 miles per hour, struck him, resulting in an instant and gruesome death. In 2013, in Lake City, Florida, Ashley Hammock supported her son Tucker through the loss of his baby brother. After the devastating death of her infant son Ryan, Ashley Hammock decided to install a sandbox at Ryan's gravesite. She hoped to create happy memories for Tucker of his brother instead of just associating the grave with sadness. On February 16, 2009, a distressing call was made to 911 dispatchers in Stamford, Connecticut. Sandra Harold, in a state of panic, reported that her friend, Charla Nash, was being brutally attacked and partially eaten by Harold's pet chimpanzee, Travis. When emergency services arrived at Harold's residence, they found Nash lying on the ground, her face severely disfigured and her fingers scattered around her. Nash underwent extensive surgery, including a reattachment of her jaw, and later traveled to Ohio for an experimental facial transplant. Travis, the chimpanzee, was taken out by the police during the incident. Toxicology reports later revealed that Travis had been given Xanax on the day of the attack, a detail Harold had mentioned to the police, suggesting the drug might have exacerbated his violent behavior. Jean Libera, known as the double-bodied man, had a parasitic twin named Jacques Libera attached to him from his chest-stomach area. Jacques had fully formed hands, arms, legs, and 2 feet. While it's generally believed that parasitic twins lack consciousness, some accounts suggest that Jacques was alive and capable of movement, though he was dependent on Jean for survival. Jerry Windle, a retired Navy officer, adopted 18-month-old Jordan from a Cambodian orphanage despite his health issues. Jordan's birth parents had died, leaving him malnourished and with scabies. At age 7, Jordan began diving at a summer camp. Years later, he became the youngest diver at the Olympic trials. In 2021, Jordan represented the U.S. at the Tokyo Olympics, crediting his success to his father's sacrifices and support. Hill House, from Shirley Jackson's The Haunting of Hill House, is an old mansion with a sinister past. Its walls witnessed suicides, violent deaths, and madness. The house seems to possess a malevolent consciousness, preying on its inhabitants' fears and vulnerabilities. Eleanor, the protagonist, is driven to madness and possibly death by the relentless, eerie presence, suggesting the house devours those who enter. The Mary Celeste was found adrift in 1872, with its crew missing, yet cargo intact. There were no signs of struggle, and the ship was seaworthy. Theories range from mutiny and piracy to alien abduction and sea monsters. The eerie abandonment remains unsolved, casting a chilling shadow over maritime history, as the fate of those aboard remains a haunting mystery. In 1996, a Canadian inventor named Troy Hurtubise created this metal suit of armor to enable him to take on and fight off a grizzly bear. He also created several inventions, including ray generators, fire paste, an ablative heat-proofing material, the Ursus personal armor suit, and the Trojan ballistic suit of armor. Tragically, Hurtubise passed away on June 17, 2018, following a collision between his car and a transport truck carrying gasoline, leading to an explosion. While the transport truck driver sustained minor injuries, Hurtubise's body was found inside his burned vehicle. Haunted houses like the Amityville Horror House and the Winchester Mystery House are steeped in dark histories. Sites of gruesome murders, suicides, and mysterious deaths, they are said to be plagued by restless spirits. Visitors report ghostly apparitions, chilling whispers, and objects moving on their own. These macabre residences embody the lingering dread of past tragedies. The ocean harbors terrifying secrets, shipwrecks like the Titanic with thousands of lost souls, the deep-sea anglerfish with its bioluminescent lure, and the eerie silence of the Mariana Trench. Mysterious disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle add to the fear. Unfathomable depths hide ancient, colossal creatures, reminding us of the ocean's dark, unknown abyss. Haunted dolls, often claimed to be possessed by spirits, have a chilling reputation. Notable examples include Annabelle and Robert the Doll. While skeptics argue these are just superstitions fueled by creepy stories and media, believers report eerie occurrences, moving by themselves, unexplained noises, and sinister behavior around them. The rap game had an unsettling shift from Tupac's gritty stories of struggle and survival to an increasing preoccupation with death, violence, and nihilism. Modern rap often glorifies morbidity, with lyrics depicting graphic scenes of murder, drug abuse, and despair. This dark evolution mirrors societal issues, mental health crises, and a desensitization to violence, reflecting a culture where the macabre becomes mainstream and the lines between art and horror blur disturbingly. True stories of supernatural encounters include eerie tales of ghostly apparitions, such as a woman who saw her deceased grandmother standing at the foot of her bed, warning her of an impending danger. Another chilling account involves a man repeatedly waking at 3 a.m. to see a shadowy figure lurking in the corner of his room, which vanished when he turned on the light.